Different Juice, episode 119. It's Larry and his lovely wife, Ali Marie. Well, this is a different episode. In this one, we're just going to be talking about, it's a case that's going on right now currently in Detroit, Michigan. The girl's name is, sorry if I pronounce this wrong to her family, if they were to see this somehow, Naiah Harris.
A 13-year-old girl who was sexually assaulted by her uncle for 2 years since she was 11.
Yeah.
Just to sum it up real quick before we really get deep into it. He has been abusing this girl, just grooming her since she was 11 years old. Ended up getting pregnant twice, maybe, I think. And he didn't like that and ended up trying to abort the child himself. She tragically passed, allegedly, by a failed at-home abortion.
Pretty much to begin this episode, that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today. Naiah Harris and her going missing. So pretty much she's been missing since January 9th of 2024. I just want to recap real fast with my wife and stuff. She's been on an episode, dang, how long ago was it? This was pre-COVID, so this was 5 years ago when
before
we first
started doing the video.
Yeah, before even video was started. So you guys, it should be on Apple Podcasts. I know, dang, we had Abel on it, and I want to say, I don't know if Elijah Wasonga was on it, but shout out Wes. But yeah, no, just recap on that. So Naiah, she's been missing since January 9th of last year, 2024.
So just from what I've researched, there's a lot more to this. His name is Jarvis Butts, by the way. The guy that molested this girl. Jarvis Butts. Butts. Yeah, he's actually the uncle of this girl. Mm-hmm. The man has 13 kids himself. I don't know what he's been doing. Just following up, I was just looking at the case. He also has ongoing charges of molestation towards a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. The 4-year-old was a girlfriend's daughter, and the 8-year-old was a family member. But it was kind of heartbreaking to read that he gave the 4-year-old chlamydia. Whoa. So that was, I didn't even know that. That's just something just disturbing. So trigger warning for anybody watching this.
How old is he?
He's like 42.
42, and Naiah, she was 13. When did the abuse begin?
Like 11 years old.
When she was 11?
Yeah.
And so
2022.
So he would have been 40?
Too damn grown to be fucking with a exactly. 11-year-old. Like, come on.
Yeah. From my research, it said it was 2 more girls. I don't know. I believe it was other family members too that he was molesting. Mm-hmm. And I guess Jarvis, he's not her blood uncle. He's her aunt's boyfriend, right? And the aunt was fully aware that he had previous charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. Mm-hmm. And my question, literally, I'm just gonna dive deep into this like right now, just to get it going, just to break the ice. How, as a grown ass man, like I'm talking to all the weirdos out there, at like all like pedophiles and people along the lines of that, how as a grown-ass man do you look at a young little girl and get erected? Like, literally think about that. Like, you look at your wife or your girl, or let's say you're a girl watching this, you look at your husband or your boyfriend and you get wet and you get turned on. These people literally get those same thoughts and same emotions that you feel when you look at your wife and you look at your husband, but they get those same emotions when you look at kids, when they look at kids. How, as a grown-ass man, do you look at a little-ass girl and just be like, damn, I'm gonna freaking tear her up? How, like, you,
yeah, sick.
That sounds wild. And like, when you're literally in, like, you're literally like pounding it, like you have to literally think of these things. Like, in my opinion, like, those people literally need to die. Like, there's no rehab that can save that. There's no reconciliation, whatever you want to call it. There's no saving the dude. There's nothing. Like, people like that literally need to just get off on this earth, like, in my opinion, at least. And that's, I don't care how you feel about that, that's just truth. Because as a man, like, I know my thoughts and like what I would want to do to my wife and like how I feel towards her. And that's a grown-ass man getting those same feelings towards a little-ass girl. A 40-year-old man getting those same feelings for an 11-year-old girl.
Not only that, but he's a dad.
Like,
yes. What? So you're looking at your own children the same way? Like,
yes,
that's just...
Wasn't he doing that to his own kids?
Up. His girlfriend's daughter. I mean, It doesn't make it any better. But.
Yep. And there's a picture of Jarvis and Naiah when she was in preschool. I saw together. That too. So he's been plotting that ever since he was young. Like, literally, like, people like that literally do not deserve to live. The fact that he's still alive and able to go to a trial is a miracle on his behalf. It's like a blessing on his behalf that he's still able to walk this earth. Like, that's just absolutely insane.
I don't even mean to jump around, but saying that, like, he's a walking... Well, he's not free, but, like, the grandmother of Naiah, who was actually her adopted parent, is still putting money on his books to this day. Allegedly. Again, I'm just finding all this information out on the internet. But, like, just scrolling through the comments and seeing a little bit of what everybody has to say. The picture I've seen of this grandmother, hey, all our grandmas, you know, whatever. But I feel like she just needed to feel something from this man, whatever, based on his looks, how she felt about him, herself. And then, like, for him to actually sexually abuse your granddaughter and then kill her potentially, you're still supporting him. That's just weird to me. It's just the male validation for some women on this earth is just disgusting. Like, you don't even care about the well-being of your granddaughter, but you care more about this man. It's sickening for real. What
really got me about this case, well, first of all, her body's still not found. I know her family and stuff are wearing shirts like saying, where is Naiah? I believe from an interview that I seen, where is Naiah? And what really bothers me about this was CPS was called many times and they didn't do anything. But DSS and like Child Protective Services will literally be in other people's business and give other families that literally are not doing anything a hard ass time. But when you see something like this that could have been prevented if CPS actually did their freaking job, Naiah would still be on this earth. But I think the family should end up even trying to sue Child Protective Services if they were actually trying to get help and trying to actually stop this. Because they play a part in this just as much as the killer right there, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, so I've also seen things about, like, the family knowingly, like, accepting him into the family and whatever. But I don't know. It's a little sketchy seeing the trials and just about the case. Like, there's not really much emotion when the women are talking about Naiah. And it's just like
careless.
Yeah. And like, I seen this one post on Facebook. The girl deleted it after all the backlash she got. But I'm just going to read it off real quick. We might post it, block out the name. You guys need to see this. So it's just a picture of Naiah with angel wings. And her response was, she was fast. Can't blame him 100%. Yes, he's the adult, but she shouldn't have been fucking. She knew what she was doing. She was groomed in the beginning, but after she kept on. Mind you, this is a mother.
That sounds wild.
I don't know. And immediately she took this down after all the backlash and comments that she was getting. But like,
you can't be pussy.
As a woman, it just makes it seem like I wouldn't trust anybody around her in general. Not even kids. Her own son might be in danger. But it's just crazy for a woman to speak on a little girl and calling her fast after all the trauma, the neglect, the abuse that she's been through. This world seems like we're doomed. There's not too much saving that can be done, but there definitely could have been a lot of ways that
this could have been prevented.
Yeah.
How'd she die?
We don't know for sure, but in the research that I seen, he was researching abortion, so like pills. I also read something about her drinking, or not her drinking, but ingesting red antifreeze because he also worked at a shop. And that's kind of where the story follows, I guess. She would go help him clean the shop, and that's where they would have a lot of their sexual encounters.
Yeah, like I said before, as a grown-ass man, I don't understand how you can find a child attractive to the point where you're getting erected and you actually make the move of placing your penis inside an undeveloped vagina. Like, that is actually literally insane to me. And I don't understand how judges and law enforcement and people like that, I don't know how they don't see that situation like that to the point where they treat him like a normal human being and such. You know, and again, this was in Detroit, Michigan. Literally freaking, that's like right there. Michigan's literally so close.
I think we really just need to focus on being wary of men. Like, as a woman, this dude was like known for befriending women just to get close to their daughters.
Yep.
Like, that's weird. That's weird. He did
a whole decade in jail before this.
Like, he's literally known for doing this, and you're allowing him
registered sex
in
offender.
Your house. I don't know.
Registered sex offender. It's
I don't know.
Ridiculous.
The messages are even more gruesome. Hearing them and then reading them, it was just disgusting, actually, to see. And for a little girl and her responses, he definitely groomed her to the point where she thought that was okay. Like, that was her man.
Yeah.
She's 13, man. She was 13. And for a grown man to, like, just take control and, like, just try to, like, make her believe that it was normal, that's the scary part. And not having any worry in the world as a grandmother, yeah, you knew something was up. And you were just allowing it to happen.
Yeah, just talking about it now out loud is kind of pisses me off. This is actually really sad. Oh, well, yeah. Last time, this is honestly, yeah, that is just straight demonic.
It is.
That is just straight demonic shit right there. And like you said, the text messages, dang.
He would even tell her, delete these messages. And she's like, I know, I was already going to. Like, it's just premeditated. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
It's crazy. Dang, but pretty much I wanted to, yeah, so I wonder, like, what was the procedure of the failed abortion? Like, why would you, but how do they know if they didn't find the body, though?
So that's what I'm like. I'm also seeing things like, and I told you this earlier, they think the aunt has something to do with it, too. And that's why he's not giving up where the body is, because maybe he didn't kill her by himself. Like, he had help by other people, and the other people was the aunt, which is her aunt. That's why I can't say I don't feel bad for the family, but like, if you knew this was going on, why didn't you try to help her? And then, can we get to her social media?
Oh,
because I did find her Instagram. So she has two, I guess. In the bio of one of her pages, it said, bro, I just want a hug, or bro, just give me a hug. Now I gotta look it up to confirm. It's kind of like, it gives you chills when something like this happens. And it looks like she like was screaming for help, all these little subliminal messages in her posts. It's just weird. It's just weird.
So her Instagram is 5-star Zaza. I hope she wasn't referencing weed at that, but...
Well, her name is
Naiah.
Like
Naiah.
I mean, that could be her nickname. So that was her first Instagram. The second was like her private. Her bio reads like, bro, just give me a hug. To that extent, it looks like it was just a cry for help, honestly. A little girl, her bio parents weren't in her life, of course. I also read that allegedly, I'm not sure if this is the reason why, but her mom was also sexually abused at a young age. And that might have been the reason why she kind of like left the family. Sad stuff, man. Sad stuff.
If you're watching this and you somehow get turned on by little kids, dude, like, and you haven't done anything yet, do not fucking do it, bro. Shit is not fucking normal at all. Like, I would say just go and freaking off yourself, but I'm not gonna wish that on anybody. But literally, like, that is like absolutely one of the most disgusting things you can do on this planet. But moving on, shifting gears, I just want to bring this up real fast because it was going all over social media. If you haven't heard of the name Michelle Bishop, please go search it up. What her dumbass did. Oh my goodness. I'm bringing this up because this pissed me off, because I know how easily this can happen to any one of us that is freaking black or a male living in a nice freaking neighborhood, and they just get angry whenever we move there. So Michelle Bishop, she's I guess she's a fitness trainer. I don't know. She's been on social media for years now. I have no clue. But her Instagram is now private, and it's like Mshell something, and she has even her business page is now private because of all the backlash she's gotten. So Michelle Bishop was that lady. If you haven't seen it, Go search it up. In a video where she knocks on the door, and she's pretty much at a black man's house. I forgot the dude's name. And she's screaming while she's like going back and forth with him, saying that she doesn't believe that he lives there.
With her kids, of course, by the way.
Yep, with her kids.
That has to be thrown in there.
And this is a white lady, of course. So, and as she's knocking on the door and stuff, she literally, when he approaches, like trying to, obviously he's going into his own house, gonna back into his driveway, she runs away and starts screaming for help. Like a fucking, like, literal maniac, insane. People, again, like, this goes along with the freaking pedophiles we were just talking about. People like that do not deserve to walk on this earth. I'm sorry, like, what is the point of that? What, you know exactly what you were doing. If you're gonna be racist or anything like that, like, I get, you know, you joke around with your boys, you might say freaking racial slurs, all that stupid freaking shit. But if you're genuinely racist and you're literally trying to fuck up somebody's life, like, just fuck up your own life. Dude, like, you wanna try and fuck up somebody's life? Fuck up your own life and see how it feels. Like, what are you doing? Like, literally people like that trying to, you know what you were doing. You were literally trying to get harm onto that man. Like, you do not deserve, you literally need to be arrested, and you do not deserve to be on this earth. I'm sorry.
I read something that he said too. Something along the lines of, if it wasn't her running, it would have been me. God knew, like, who would have known if she had a gun or not?
Exactly.
And he's pulling into his own property, his own driveway. And she's making it seem like this black man is following her. People know what they be doing.
Yes, people know what they're doing. They be doing.
Then she ranted on about how she didn't know if he was black or not because it was dark outside.
Oh, yeah, and her apology, oh my goodness. In her apology too, she was saying that the homeowner didn't talk in a friendly tone.
The whole situation, the whole incident is recorded on their Ring camera, by the way.
Like, what are you talking about? Didn't talk in a friendly tone? Like, if somebody comes knocking on my door or saying they don't believe I live here.
Not only that, but the Jenkins family lived in the neighborhood for 3 years. So you're telling me you don't recognize this car that's been around the neighborhood for 3 years?
That's ridiculous.
And then, I'm sorry, but the video was... So she grabs her baby out the stroller, and she's like I think it was her daughter. She's like telling her daughter to follow along. Mind you, she takes off. The daughter's just like trying to keep up. The stroller rolls off the porch and just falls over. And I'm like, I don't think she actually believed that she was in danger herself. It was just like a moment where she felt like she can get him. Yeah, because if it was me and my kids, I'm picking all of my kids up and I'm booking it.
These are the type of people that are your everyday cops, your everyday teachers, and these are like your bosses at work. Like I said before, they do not care about you. It's all about that bottom line. It's all about that dollar. Like, I would not be surprised if your bosses are low-key racist and literally look down upon you just because of your skin color and promote the other dude because he's white or anything like that. Trust me, it happens. It happens. They definitely think less of you because of your skin color. And again, like I said, these are your everyday cops. These are your firefighters. These are your teachers, principals, superintendents, police chiefs. It's disgusting.
He asked her if she was looking for someone, and her response back was like, "Do you live here?" or something like that. Was it? It just doesn't make any sense.
Like, you're not gonna be on my property questioning if I live here. You better shut the fuck up before
Then when the wife steps out, she's like, "What do you?" My husband said that there was a woman running on. She said someone was chasing her. Nobody was chasing her. I just think that she's racist.
Yeah, she's 100% racist. But I seen an interesting quote. It said, white woman's tears is scarier than burning crosses. And I believe that because nowadays they're 100% going to believe the woman over the man. Look what's going on, the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. Now Meg Thee Stallion, she's literally stepping on a whole bottle now while she's getting out of the truck.
As a woman, I don't understand what the whole big deal is. Like, if it happened, it happened. All right, we can tell the truth. But for you to continue this on for how long has it been? 5 years now? Is it pride? Like, because you said it at first, you can't backtrack and take it back because you said it in the moment. Like, just be for real.
It's exactly
I don't know. It just makes her look goofy.
Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up here. Again, I don't understand what's wrong with you pedophiles out there. Like, I don't understand how you get turned on and erected and just filled with joy when you see a little ass child. Like, just kill yourself. That
Deserves
sounds
to
wild.
be put under the jail.
You literally need to be 6 feet under. And as for Michelle Bishop, same to you, bitch. Like, you, if you're gonna be out here acting like that and just making all this money, and you are just the example of what is wrong with this world,
showing your kids that it's okay.
Yep,
to accuse somebody of something that they never did.
Yep.
Yeah, mind you, that family has 2 black sons of their own, so you're just setting your kids up for failure.
Yep. No, different juice. Yep. Once again, Larry, his wife Ollie. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. And if your cut's not from Cut Fiend, it's fucking trash. Different Juice, episode 119. Yes, sir.